Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno. How y'all doing? Meniere's Disease Warrior here. Hope y'all are feeling pretty good. Yeah, I'm feeling okay today. Cold's getting a lot better. Um, Tinnitus is still killing me, but hey, you know what? It is what it is, and we just have to live with it. And it's hard. It's not easy. You know, I understand that it's not easy at all. And I've been dealing with symptoms since 2014 and diagnosed with Meniere's and vestibular migraines. Meniere's in 2017, vestibular migraines in 2019 after I had my laparoscopy, and then bilateral Meniere's in 2020. So, so I see a lot of posts during the day and things like that. And I've come across a few of them where people are saying they can't do this, they can't do that, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with the post. But one of the things is that, and I know you're probably venting, you're looking for, something. You're looking to, somebody to say the right words to cheer you up and to do whatever. And I get that because I've been there. Excuse me. I still have a cold. I still have my cough. Excuse me. I've been there. I understand. But you know what? You got to look for those things that you can do or make adjustments to things that you do and find another way to make it so you can do it like I did. Okay, like I have done, I should say. Flat computer monitors. I can't look at them anymore. My laptop I can, not long, but I can. My wife's computer, I can't look at that anymore. It's like looking at it's like looking in a big goldfish bowl, and I get vertigo. So what did I do? Because I have a YouTube channel, I do other things. I do other video editing and other projects with a computer. What did I do? I tried a curved monitor. I bought a 27-inch curved monitor, not very expensive. It was about 120 bucks. Bought a curved monitor, so Bose in, and you know what? I could stare at that thing all day long and I feel nothing. I don't get sick from it. I don't get vertigo from it. The other thing that I was having an issue with on the computer was speakers, because, you get one on this side, one on this side. Well, okay, I'm deaf in this ear. I don't hear anything out of there. So I'm only hearing out of one channel. And trying to function with that is hard. It's hard. So I was getting, vertigo and things like that from that. At first, I took both speakers and put them on that side. That didn't work out too well. That was too loud, way too loud. What did I get? I got a sound bar for my computer, 30, 40 bucks. Sound's coming straight at me. Don't bother me at all. So there's two things that I made, adjustments that I made to make me working on a computer so I don't have to give up doing another thing, right? Two changes I made so I don't have to give up another thing. So yeah, that's what I did. You make adjustments. Okay. The same thing with driving a car. Okay, I can't drive down to New York City. I live in Boston. I can't get on the highway and drive by myself anymore like that. So I don't. What I do, I drive local. If I have to drive on the highway, it's going to be absolute feeling better, because the doctor did give me the okay to do that if I had to, if I felt good enough to do it, because I had done some eye exercises where I did this in the last video, where if I'm looking this way right now, I turn my head, I'm seeing here. I'm not seeing over here and going slow like that. So now I can do more driving if I feel good enough. But so that's what I did. So how can I even drive locally in a car was a problem at one point. Okay, so I went out and bought a 5-speed SUV. Driving the standard helped me to concentrate more on what I was doing instead of worrying about what could happen. So it was more of a distraction. So now that car's gone because my 18-year-old totaled it. He's fine. Everybody's fine. So now I'm looking for another vehicle, but finding standards is becoming harder and harder, and it's more expensive to buy a standard. The last car I had was 13 years old. I'm not buying another 13-year-old car. So now I'm looking at a pickup truck, because I do notice, for me, higher up I am in the vehicle I'm traveling in, the easier it is for me, because the lower to the ground, everything's coming at you like this. When you're up high, it's coming really slow, really slow. You're still going the same speed, but you're up higher, so it's not coming as fast. Plus, you get a better view of everything. So these are adjustments I made for me to be able to drive. So yeah, my next vehicle is going to be a pickup truck or a bigger SUV, so I'd be able to drive. But these are things that you have to do. You have to make adjustments. Don't ever say you can't do things. Okay? Try to find a way to do it. Okay? And if you can't, you can't. That's just the way it is. You can find other things to do than what you used to do. I've said this many times on this channel. I used to put a backpack on my back, okay, one half filled with fishing lures, another part with snacks or a drink or something, and I would go do a 5-mile hike in the woods around a lake fishing. I would do this like on Sunday afternoon, 8 years ago. Okay, boom, boom, walk the whole thing. Fish, probably catch about 5-10 fish at the time, but exercise with the backpack. I can't do that anymore. I can't walk down a trail anymore. So what do? Well, I go to the lake down the street from my house, literally a mile and a half, and I found the spots where I could park my car and either A, not walk into the woods, or maybe just a little bit of a hike into the woods, maybe 50, 60, 100 yards. And then I could fish. So I found a different way of doing it. Instead of hitting the other spots where I know there's giant fish and I would have more fun, because I can't do it anymore. Can't walk those trails anymore. A couple of weeks ago, trying to find my dog, I was walking the woods behind my house. I have woods behind my house, Marlboro State Forest, and I got lost. And luckily, after about a half hour of me being lost in the woods, I spotted something that I knew, which was one of the people's houses on the street. I spotted something in their backyard. I walked to that and then walked home. And then, of course, by the time I got to my front door, there's my dog Kara sitting there waiting for me to open the door to let her in. Little bastard. But, yeah, so walking in the woods is hard for me. So now I made an adjustment to do that. Well, I find places where I don't have to walk. Find places where I don't have to crawl. Do you get it? So instead of taking it as a negative and saying, I can't, well, that's over with. No, I found a different way. And that's the thing. Got to find a different way. And it's like that with everything in life. It's not just Meniere's disease, vestibular migraines, or our conditions, our illness. It's like that with everything in life. The poor Buffalo Bills player the other night, heart stopped on the field. God bless him. But today he's awake. He's communicating. He's still on a ventilator because his lungs have to heal from the hit. But he's doing well. He's a fighter. In my book, he's a fighter because you don't come back from that. You generally don't come back from that. He found a way to come back with the help of doctors and EMT and people with fast reaction. But even still, he found a way. He could have very easily slipped away. He fought. Okay? So you kind of think about stuff like that and how he's coming back now and he's awake and this and that. He fought to do that. That's a lot of fighting to come back, because it's easier to give up than it is to continue to fight. Believe me. And that's why I'm here, because I continue to fight. I continue to try. And it's the same thing with making these videos and posting my videos in groups. I'm trying to help that one person who might be feeling down right now, feeling discouraged, and not finding it. And maybe I'm that ray of light for them for that day. That they can find other things to do and maybe pick up their spirits a little better. So on that note, better days are coming. Believe me, they really are. Let's try to be positive and try to think of what we can do and not what we can't do. And on that note, have a great day, everybody. Take care.